To Teresa, the object, if not of my affection, at least my desires. I wonder how long I'll repulse her. God. And speaking of young women with spirit, my favorite granddaughter.
I think I did something terrible. Something I wish I could take back.
Well, sweetheart, that doesn't sound like you. I mean, one must always defend one's actions, no matter the consequences.
But I think I've gotten someone in more trouble than I meant to. Am I the reason Chief Bennett lost his job?
Why would you foul up a perfectly lovely day by bringing up the name of Bennett in our home?
Is it true, Grandfather? Did you fire Police Chief Bennett because I was complaining about his son? Because if you did, I don't think that's appropriate.
Now, just why are you bothering that pretty little head of yours? The likes of the Bennett men. They're nothing but middle-class, middle-brow boors.
You're not answering my question.
No wonder you're my favorite grandchild. You're one of the few people in this whole family that stands up to me.
Tell me the truth. Mother said some things that kind of shook me up. She made it sound like I was responsible for Sam Bennett losing his job.
Your mother is not even a crane anymore. Why listen to her in the first place?
She's still my mother. Ugh. She made it sound like you were a high-class Tony Soprano or something. That just because I complained a little bit about Noah to you...
Well, that idiot almost cost you your life twice.
Even so, taking it out on his father is a little harsh, don't you think? I mean, I'd hate myself if an innocent man lost his job just because there was some friction between me and his know-it-all son. Please, Grandfather, tell me you didn't fire Chief Bennett because of me.
Yeah, I get the feeling that you want me to say no, that you had nothing to do with the firing of Chief Bennett.
It's just that I shoot off my mouth sometimes, not realizing what I'm saying. I make a big deal out of petty things that really aren't that important.
Oh, like the danger that Noah put you in.
Exactly. Even though I was ticked off at him, I'd hate to think that my ragging about him to you cost his father his job. Punishing the father for the son being a jerk, it's pretty harsh.
Well, that's one way of putting it, honey. I look at it another way. It's like eating out justice. Teaching someone a lesson who deserves it. And Chief Bennett has deserved his comeuppance for a long, long time.
I don't understand. Was it what I said to you or not?
If the truth be known, Sam Bennett has given me nothing but grief for ages. And his dismissal has nothing to do with you.
Thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, that really takes a load off my mind.
Who the hell are you?
Noah Bennett. And I'm not leaving until I tell you what I have to say.
I'm busy.
Doing what? Firing more innocent people? You know, if you want to wield your almighty power around, why don't you put a call into the Vatican, huh? Have them can the new pope.
Who let you into this house?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you that. Just give you someone else to axe. No, I'm in. And I'm staying until I tell you what I think of you.
All right, don't tell me who let you in. I'll just get rid of the entire staff. I'll hire people who are much more discriminating.
What do you do when you're not going after the Bennetts, Alistair, huh? Eat little kittens for breakfast? I mean, what kind of monster are you?
Oh, the best kind. Now, why don't you just run away home?
Not until I tell you what I think of you canning my father. Look, what I do has got nothing to do with him.
Well, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. You know, it's the sins of the father and all that.
All right. My father gave his heart and soul to this town. Alistair, he made life better for the real people in it.
Oh, really? Blah, 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 and more blah. And what makes you think anything you have to say to me is worth a damn? I got a chance to teach your father a lesson, and I did. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it, boy.
Don't call me boy.
And get it through your head. You have no power over what I do or what I say. boy.
That's where you're wrong, Alistair. I'm not my father, all right? I never played by the book, and I'm not about to start now.
Oh, yeah, I understand you're big in arson.
And not just arson. I don't even have a problem with murder when it comes to someone like you. This is for my father. This is for me. That's for the next Benny you'll try to mess with.
You took your sweet time, didn't you?
Sorry, sir. We were outside patrolling the grounds.
We'll talk about this later. Yeah, you have a blue-collar mentality. Is that the only way that you people think you can solve imagined slights by fisticuffs?
Go to hell.
Oh, go to hell. Tell me something, does this make you feel any better by pummeling a man that you know is twice your age? Does it make you feel better? Did you solve anything?
It might have, if your two goons didn't show up and stop me from finishing the job.
These two goons that you refer to make 4 times what your father made when he was working. I mean, you're just like your old man. You're a loser. He's a loser. You're both losers. And you'll both die losers.
Miserable old goat.
Oh, call me anything you want. Any name you want, but that's not gonna help your family one iota. Because their misery just started.
What other atrocities do you have planned for my family, Alistair?
Now, why would I cause your family any more misery?
It doesn't take a genius to understand your threat. Right? I just want to know what you got in store for us, besides costing my father his job.
I don't think it'll take much to tear your family totally apart at the seams. Bennett's never had 2 yen to even rub together. Now they have less. I understand it must be tough living broke. Well, that's what people tell me.
How do you live with yourself, Alistair?
I live with myself very well. I just want you to know that if you have any more questions about my family, you ask my granddaughter directly. I believe you know, Nancy.
I don't even know where she is, all right?
Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you. Fancy. You have a gentleman caller.